Not what I wanted, but okay. That'll work. Okay. Here you go.
Terrible.
Sorry. Hey, what's going on? What's happening with you guys? And welcome to another episode of the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, man. It is me, your boy, the Guru, joined by my man Quinn and my man Kev the Great, man. We are up in here one more time. And thank God for that. One more time, one more day above ground. So we got a great topic for you guys. We're going to get right into it here in a little bit. But you know, I always have to give my shout outs to WLEO and E Digger and Charm City Direct TV and Kev and Quinn just for being here. Also, if you want to join the podcast, if you want to subscribe to the podcast, please go to youtube.com and do a search for the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Quinn is the CEO, founder, and host of Hip Hop Rejects. Him. I'm sorry.
Co-CEO,
co-host of the Hip Hop Rejects.
No credit from my boy.
They go live on Friday on Haps TV. Kev the Great's coming with a sports podcast, and as soon as he come through with that, we're gonna go ahead and announce that as well. All right, so
it's in the works, baby.
We do everything the same way every single week, man. How was your week thus far? Because of course you guys don't know this is a pre-recorded, so if you're trying to slap comments, we appreciate you. Go ahead and put them in there. We'll answer them on when it goes live. This show will go live on Saturday instead of Sunday. All right. So thus far in the week, man, it's early. How was your week going so far?
Yeah, you go.
Let's just say this, man. It's been one of those weeks.
It's been one of those weeks. Okay, tell me about it. Well, no, you don't.
Let's just say, man, it's been a lot of ups and downs dealing with the death of a friend right now.
Yeah, right
just a lot of dealing with stuff in my personal life, so it's just like one of those weeks where it's been some ups and downs. So
just
leave it at that.
I'll tell you what, man. I we all go through it. I had an incident today with my baby's mother, and she's trying to pull some old, when my baby was 6, stuff again, and my baby's 30. But that's neither here nor there. But my week is going, selling a lot of cars though. Say that, selling a lot of cars.
There's up to that.
Huh?
That's a good shot. That's a good take for that for your week.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna let nobody take my energy, man. Listen, that's what, if we don't have nothing else, we got our energy, and if we don't want to protect anything else, we have to protect our energy. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you something that I learned. You can't let nobody take nothing you don't give them.
You better know that's right. I'm not gonna do it. Kev, how's your week so far, bro?
Oh man. Y'all hear that sound that I'm making?
That's terrible.
That's the sound that my stomach's been making for the past week. Man,
made a large investment in Charmin.
I've been sick. I've been throwing up. I've been, man, it's been, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
so just tell me this: what did you eat that you think you where do you think you got the virus from?
No, it's more of sulfuric. They call it sour stomach. I've been eating a lot of broccoli, asparagus, and that combination.
Trying to get right.
I make sure when I try to make sure on my meals that I eat my greens.
Gotta have those.
You gotta have your greens.
Yep, gotta have those.
Green beans or whatever.
Yeah.
And I
eat a lot of greens. I eat a lot of greens. I've never had sour stomach.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Yeah. Quinn. Even though you want to wear the same Atlanta Braves hat, you ain't gonna never duplicate this. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. So that's a highlight for my week, y'all.
Let me get my Eddie Murphy mode. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on, right there.
You gotta put the finger.
Hold on.
Oh no, he's going to get that. See,
no, don't you do that?
And just for the audience that are watching, these two have been going at it for the last 2 days in our text message. So don't mind it. Say as soon as Quinn comes back,
he gonna make me do it. He gonna make me do it to you.
No, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna get into these topics so we can get on out of here.
And these are the ones that I got in the closet.
Trash.
So for the listening public that can't see what Quinn is doing right now, he's passing out Atlanta Braves hats. Now,
Charmin. I mean, when you're a real Atlanta Braves fan, in my house.
But
when you're a real Atlanta Braves fan, you either got the classics, or you got their authentic off jersey classic. You know, some that the wife know to do. You know,
I can't wear my classic. Want me to tell you why I can't wear my classic?
I get to pop my
my classic.
You remember that back in the day? You remember the popping the collar?
Let's get into our top five.
I can't wear my classic Braves hat because it's autographed by Chipper Jones.
You ain't got no Chipper Jones. You're a Chipper Jones lie.
Got a show idea? Want to host your own radio show? Are you a DJ looking for a place to showcase your skills? Contact us today at WLEO267radio@gmail.com. We've got a spot for you.
Ooh, and welcome back. All right, so we're going to get right into our topic today. Our topic today is top 5 dead or alive. So we have 3 genres that we're going to talk about. We're going to give you the top 5, each top 5, and specific terms, turns, I guess. So I'm gonna give my top 5 in one area. Quinn will give a top 5 in one area. Kev the Great, and then we'll do it that way until we finish all 3. All right, so we're gonna get into it first. Since I'm the host of this show, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Ladies first, they always say. I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 movies, and y'all better not laugh at none of these. I'm gonna get ready to say to y'all. You ready?
I'm a movie buff. I'm gonna get you.
Now, these top 5 in the movie genre, it is not in no particular order. So anybody, you think that's number 1? No, there ain't no particular order. Top 5 movies and Terry's and Terry's thing. Number 1, Armageddon. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. All right,
I can dig because Armageddon. When I saw it in the movie theaters, I was younger. Yeah. But when Bruce saved Ben Affleck, you know what I'm saying?
At the end,
one did come down.
No, you know what? My favorite scene is the next scene at the end, at the very end, when he was saying
he's talking to his daughter.
I've watched that movie 5,000 times, bro, and it never fails me. Every time I watch it, it happens to me. Now, while we're on the subject of movies, Quinn and Kev, I ask you this: what movie? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen it. Every time you see it, it makes you feel away. What's one movie that does that for you?
Love and Basketball.
Love and Basketball. You know what's funny? Don't take my black card or nothing, but I've never seen that movie.
Strip. Get him out of here.
I've never seen that movie. I'm sorry, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Do me a favor. Reach into his camera. Go to your side. Reach into his camera. Slowly pull it away. Other way.
I've never seen it. I think I may have seen a couple of scenes.
I'm gonna go this way. And slowly gonna snatch that.
So when you say feel a certain way, what you mean? You talking about
emotional? Emotional, yeah.
Okay.
Is there any movie that does it to you?
Don't you dare say Titanic. I'm gonna take your card. I'm gonna take your card.
Hell no.
Titanic. Well,
y'all gonna trip on me, bro. Y'all gonna trip on me. Yo, seeing Mufasa die, bro, and Simba sitting up there.
That was rough, right?
Yo, bro.
Yeah, watching Mufasa leave here was crazy.
It was like for a minute.
He saved himself.
Baby mama got killed.
Yeah.
But when Mufasa died, when you seen that
they don't have the same effect. They don't have the same effect. Now, you know what movie actually gets me? And to this day, I still don't think it's a kid's movie. Up, the movie Up.
Oh yeah.
When his wife passes away.
Yo.
When his wife passes away.
Yeah.
No, that was Up Disney, or I thought that was just straight Pixar.
No, Disney was DreamWorks.
Oh, okay.
Still owned by Disney, isn't it?
Right. No,
still partnered, right?
No,
DreamWorks. Pixar works with Disney. DreamWorks is the standalone.
Right.
Okay.
That's Steven Spielberg's company.
Right.
Oh,
the guy that started DreamWorks worked for Disney. Disney fired his ass, and he went over there to start his own joint. That's what he did. All right, number two on my list. Of course, Boys in the Hood.
Definitely.
Boys in the Hood. Because it was a coming of age story. Okay, it's age old, you know. It's just coming of age.
Yeah.
To watch Doughboy grow up, and
it's a hood. It's a hood story.
Yeah, I'm going to the store. You know, it's about classic. You know, there's so many lines in that movie that people still recite and remember. You know, I'm going to.
Mama, what you slap me for?
You ain't got no money. I'm going to the store anyway. You know, and one of my favorite lines of the movie was they were on Crenshaw and Regina King was in the car, and it was like, "Hey, do you believe in God?" You're like, "Yeah." Do I believe in God? Yeah, I guess I do. How else would we have the sun, moon, stars, and quasars and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? And then Regina King says, "Wait, nigga, how do you know God's a he? He might be a she." Yeah, I remember that. You gotta look at that.
I just watched Boys in the Hood about 3 weeks ago, so it's fresh in my mind.
Oh man, that was my favorite movie.
Because I made it a day.
What you hit me for, Mama?
I made it a day watching New Jack City, Boys in the Hood, Juice. Those back in entertainment. My number three. We're gonna move on to Quinn. I'm gonna get through these last three. My number 3 is Forrest Gump. Yes, classic.
Forrest, even though that story was so fictional, but it made it seem so real. But the only thing I hate about Forrest Gump, I hated Jenny. She got on my nerves. Oh
my God, I'm with you on that.
Golly, man, tell me that you're toxic without telling me you're toxic. Jenny was that toxic bitch, and they're gonna go and get AIDS, and they want to come back. I want to marry you, Forrest. Like, no, chick, you got AIDS. I don't want to mess with you. You got HIV. I'm done. I chased you when you were clean. Now you you all drugged up in HIV. Man, I'm not dealing with you right now.
No joke.
Move along.
And then moved her son by another man. Named her son by another man, Forrest. Named him Forrest Gump.
No, I believe Forrest was his baby.
I think so.
You think so?
I think Forrest was his baby.
I forgot Forrest did get.
I think Forrest was his baby. All right, number four, Transformers. The first one. Transformers was I don't know. I'm not sure. I was a fan of Gen 1 Transformers as a kid because I'm a little bit older than you guys. So Gen 1, the old Optimus Prime, the old Ironhide and all that. The first Transformers was one of my favorites. Now I can't find it anywhere now. Like if you find it, you have to rent it. Like I'm not gonna rent a 20-year-old movie. Are you serious? I'm not gonna do that.
You know what? You gonna like what I'm about to tell you because actually my son Matthew actually got that movie.
Yeah. Oh man, that's one of my favorites. I'll tell you.
I gotta raise my kids right. Everybody gotta have their own little old genre. My son loves himself some Zapp and Roger. Dion, shout out to Dion for that. And Matthew with the old school cartoons and anime.
Yeah.
I'm doing something right.
Last one. And then we're gonna move on to Quinn. He'll do his first top 5. You're gonna love this one. Let me set my mic up.
Oh Lord.
They used to call me Joe, but now they call me Batman. Lean on me.
Lean on me. Yes, sir. You smoke dope, don't you?
You smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah, that we say you smoke crack, don't you?
He said, if you're gonna kill yourself, don't fuck around with it. Do it expeditiously. So yes, sir. Those East Side High will always be my favorite. The Alma Mater is still my favorite song. Like I can hear those guys as old those guys are. Yeah, exactly. I should have sung that first.
Sing it like you mean.
I was singing. Yeah, that was by Jail. I love it. And them boys still sound the same. As old as they are.
They still do.
It's crazy. Quinn, your first top 5.
All right, so I'm gonna say one of the top 5. I'm gonna do my top 5 TV shows.
Okay.
He took my topic.
You can do okay. You don't have to yours. You don't have to sing. Yeah.
So I got The Wire. If you ain't grow up, in that time, I probably shouldn't even been watching The Wire at that time, but
you sure was
hey,
reading. And that HBO After Dark, let me tell you.
Yes, sir. Family Matters.
Oh yes, Steve Urkel was that dude. Even though he was stupid and a simp for chasing Laura all them years, but
he was one of the first. I've been in them shoes, bro. Lay off Steve.
We are
one of the first simps.
Yeah, I've always been. He defined the word simp because he chased that chick, and then she still didn't give no. So she defined gold digger because she didn't do nothing with Steve Urkel until he became Stefan.
And Screech, him and Screech.
But Steve still got her.
Well, at the end of the day, but I'm just saying her first move though was until he became Stefan Urkel. Get out of here with that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But Laura was still fine. Laura Winslow was probably one of the baddest chicks on TV. That's a whole nother topic altogether.
Her and Locke Voorhees and this chick off the name in this.
No, Topanga.
Yeah, Topanga no competition. Don't get it wrong. Speaking of one of the baddest chicks in the game, once she got older, the chick that played Winnie in the Wonder Years is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. No. Have you watched the new one?
Winnie.
Not yet. I have to get around to watching
Winnie.
Hold
up.
Winnie Cooper. She was the neighbor.
Winnie Cooper. She was in.
Oh, let me refresh my memory with how she looked.
Danica McKellar. Danica McKellar. That was her real name.
Yeah.
Oh, Danica McKellar.
Yeah.
Yeah. She aged right.
Watch what you do.
And this leads into. I go from one brother. I go from the older brother to the younger brother. To Boy Meets World.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
Ben Savage and they both no. You had Ben Savage was in Boy Meets World. His brother. His older brother was Kevin in the Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot they were brothers.
Fred Savage and Ben Savage.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Still doing it too.
And
now
Phil show.
Who?
Yeah, Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. Oh, you big dummy.
I learned how to talk about people from Fred Sanford.
Yes,
my
sir.
Granddaddy had the Fred Sanford records and would let me sit down in his basement with him and listen to those records while he sat there with some 151 getting messed up. My granddaddy used to sit there and drink 151 and listen to Fred Sanford records. And
game. That was your top five? That's one. Kev, what's your top five? Your first
that was my top 5 TV shows.
So I'm gonna take out a few that he had because I'm going TV shows as well. He had, of course, I had The Wire in there, and which I still have to finish, by the way, because I started it and it's absolutely great. I'm trying to finish Sopranos again because of the movie that just came out that we can watch on HBO Max. So I got Fresh Prince, Sons of Anarchy, all-time favorite TV show.
And I haven't seen.
I've never seen
that one episode of Anarchy.
Okay. Now I highly recommend this because man, it's deep, and the last season is one of the. It's very touching. Let me say.
I'll take your word for
it. Even though it's like a biker crew or whatever, I guarantee you, if you lived in some sort of lifestyle. Back in the hood, you can kind of relate.
I'll take your word for it.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad will be my.
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Ooh, boy, you never what?
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
Man, if you don't quit playing with me, I am in.
All right, so let's do this right here: Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad, and The Walking Dead. I've never watched.
I'm gonna need you to do some homework. That's your homework.
Well,
that's your homework.
You're gonna do some
it's still going on, by the way. The Walking Dead.
And this is the last season, though, from what I hear. So this is the final season. So I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna finish it. But
they got a spinoff. They got a spinoff.
They got two. They got two spinoffs.
Yeah, they
ain't worth it. They're not really worth.
I started watching The Walking Dead after season 4. and I hadn't seen the episode since. And that's when Andrew Lincoln was still on the show, but they killed him off since then. So I
picked it back up, and it got really they picked up. And the only thing for me is too many characters have already passed, and you can kind of assume who's gonna be
next
killed off next. It's kind of.
I'm gonna tell you the last episode. You watching Walking Dead? You watching Walking Dead, right, Kev?
Yeah.
The last episode that I saw was when Negan killed Glenn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last time I seen that. So that's how I still know that. Go ahead. What's your other two?
Well, three.
No, three.
I said Sopranos. Oh, two actually. Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy. I'm gonna go Fresh Prince. Why y'all pause when I say that?
I'm waiting. I mean, because you have to put them in order.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I just barely. It's on my list. How you don't tell me?
You don't have to put them in order. It was just any order. So, but I will tell you this though. I am rewatching. Let me tell you something. My wife is going to kill me if she hear this. But I went and got a Netflix subscription just so I can rewatch Breaking Bad.
Get HBO Max. HBO Max.
I had HBO really Max. I stopped.
I'm actually rewatching Fresh Prince right now on HBO Max.
I got it free because I'm an AT&T customer. So
oh yeah. There's one show that you didn't mention that you didn't. I don't know if you watch it or not, or if either one of you guys watch it. But I'm a huge fan of the show called Manifest. That's on.
I've never seen it either.
I seen you talk about it on Facebook.
I need for you guys to go to Hulu. If you have a Hulu subscription, go to Hulu and just start watching. Just start watching the first season. For those of you guys who are listening, who are watching, Manifest was a show about a plane that went missing when it took off 1 year. When that plane landed, it was 5 years later. And so the people that were on the plane, they have powers or callings, as they call them. Manifest was a great show. NBC actually canceled it, and the Save Manifest Facebook group revived it. So they're doing season 4. They're doing a 26 episode season 4 to fix up the storyline because season 3, the cliffhanger was just too crazy. They should have done it. All right.
Hold up, I still got one more.
Oh, but you had
one more.
No,
Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, Fresh Prince, and Martin. There you go.
And Martin. Martin kind of goes without saying because it's such a cult classic, and people still watch Martin, and people still follow Gina and Pam.
Who's your favorite character on Martin?
Dragonfly Jones.
You can't really.
You ain't got no money, punk. That's it. That was my guy.
Him and what was the other one that
Jerome?
Jerome, yeah.
Jerome,
Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house.
And that snot nosed kid.
Roscoe.
Yeah.
Martin can play some characters, man. He could really play. He was very talented, bro.
But the character that brought him out, that was Shanae.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care for Shanae like that. She really got on my nerves.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I got tired of
Oh my goodness!
Martin said he came up with that character because during that time, that's how his sisters was talking.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that was up against. He said the wall. You're talking to Pam, and she wanted her to sing. What she had to sing? I forgot what it was. I think it was Mary Had a Little Lamb or something. They were trying to get some tickets, and Shanae had that was a good episode, though. It really was. All right, so I'm gonna jump in my top 5. My next top 5 is my top 5 cartoons. I'm 46 years old, but I still remember my cartoons. I still watch them if I can catch them. So my top 5 cartoons. Number 1 is Scooby Doo. Where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, man.
A cartoon that through an adult eyes, looking at it. Shaggy and Scooby was getting high in the back of the movie.
Oh yeah, they were always high.
Every time Fred and Daphne went off together,
they was screwing.
You know what they was getting done, and then they sent Pothelm off by herself.
Yeah, though. But we're not talking about as an adult. Oh, you're talking about as a kid.
They're supposed to make a dark movie about that. By the way, they're supposed to make a dark movie about that.
What, Scooby Doo?
Yes, a dark movie.
Okay. The next one is the Flintstones. That was one of those. You don't know if
you know what? I'm about to.
Okay, hold. These are my top 5. These are my cartoons.
I love the Flintstones because I remember getting up in the morning watching the Herculoids. I used to have to get up and watch the Herculoids, Space Ghost. You know, all of them cartoons, bro.
Yeah,
right.
All of them. The Flintstones, though.
Yes, sir.
I still, to this day, as a matter of fact, I had a customer that I sold a Palisade to. It's down in the Lake of Ozarks, Missouri. Today or Sunday is actually his anniversary. I texted him the anniversary song from the Flintstones, and he thought it was the bomb. He was like, "You remember that? Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy."
Kevin, you looking like the Great Kazoo right now.
No, I'm just disappointed.
See, he don't even know who the Great Kazoo is.
Oh no, I know who the Great Kazoo is. No, I'm just very disappointed in y'all list right now. But
what?
This is Terry's list.
I'm judging you.
Don't do that. Judged. Number 3. Number 3. Thundercats. Ho.
Thank you.
Who you calling the ho? Who you calling the ho? That's what I'm saying. Who you calling the ho? Lying on them. You know what I'm saying? Lying on.
I promise y'all, bro. Like, I love Thundercats, but when they came out with the new version in the early, I loved it because we got back into the. We actually got the full story of Lionel, Jaga, all of them. You know, I like how they went back into the past and just told the full story because back in the 80s, they weren't telling the full stories and giving you just be introduced. They already stranded on this planet, and you just see them fighting Mumra. You know what I'm saying? Like you got no backstory.
I think for the most part, for me, I hated the animation. I hated the animation of it. I don't know. It was just too. I can't. It's hard to describe. But I hated the animation.
Was it?
I ain't talking about the new one that just came out.
No.
I'm talking about the one that came out in like mid 2000s.
Yeah, 2011, I think.
Yeah, because it was a lot more mature and a lot more darker, also.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting number 4. Number 4 is Transformers. I told you I mentioned that you guys had a little while ago. I was a big fan of Gen 1.
In disguise.
Yeah.
And here go the funny part. That's anime, and American people didn't even know that they were watching Japanese cartoons.
Mm-hmm. Right. So don't call it a cartoon.
It was a cartoon. What was it? An anime movie? I don't. What?
It was an anime.
Look at myself. My son listening.
That was an anime. But the thing was,
difference from a cartoon.
It doesn't matter. It was owned by Hasbro. So if Hasbro was Japanese, I know nothing about it.
No, Hasbro is American. They just got the Japanese to make their cartoons.
Got it. I got it. I liked it before Rodimus Prime came. That second wave of Autobot. I hated that. Just give me the Gen 1. And my last one in cartoons. You guys may not remember this one, but it was one of my favorites, and I looked at it every single day. The Silverhawks.
Wow.
You remember the Silverhawks?
They were kind of like the Silverhawks were,
too, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the Silverhawks came out with around the same time. You had like the original Voltron.
Yep.
You had the what were the ones that had the bird? The other group that had the different color bird, G-Force.
G-Force.
Yes, G-Force.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you had Robotech and all of that. That's the one time the Silverhawks came out.
Yeah, I love the Silverhawks. Nerves are silver, the steel, Silverhawk. Okay, good.
Sing the whole damn thing. All right, so my top 5 real quick. I revised my cartoon list because I'm gonna go by that.
Just skipped over me. Just took jumping.
No, we're going back in counterclockwise.
God, can we take turns, Negro?
And then the last one we'll go. Go ahead, Ken. What's it?
All right, so top 5. Top 5 is Bugs Bunny.
You can't beat Bugs.
There's no way. I mean, Bugs Bunny came out with some ultimate classics.
Yes.
And I will never forget those. Now, second, these are actually in my order too.
Oh, okay. In your order.
Bugs Bunny, and then you come around with the classic He-Man.
Here's my honorable mention. Yeah, He-Man. I thought He-Man.
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then we're going to turn around and flip it around. And yes,
I think it was absolute. I think He-Man was, as much as I love He-Man, I thought it was absolute nonsense, because you can't tell me that you had a scaredy cat. He had a cat, and then he took his sword and gave him all the power. He became a battle cat. No, I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it as an adult. Now as a kid,
I watched my cat. You judging my cat.
I watched it every day though. I ain't gonna lie.
Now we're gonna
feel like Cringer.
I don't know if y'all watched this one, but to me, it's a classic, and it came on USA at 9 o'clock every Saturday. 9 o'clock. It was called Wildcats.
Wildcat. I don't know.
Yes, it was a B version of
the Rugrats.
X-Men.
X-Men. No,
it was almost like X-Men. But they had like their own little Avengers type team. It had nothing to do with Marvel, by the way. But Wildcats had their own cartoon, and they had this guy that grew big and small, guy that was really great with the sword. It was a great cartoon. I loved it. And the intro was sick. Y'all got to look up the intro. YouTube the intro. One of the best intro songs I've heard in so long. Next up. I'm gonna go. It's not a cartoon, but we're gonna throw it in the mix. It's right behind my boy Q. Would you mind?
Dragon Ball Z.
Thank you. Right there. Yes, Dragon Ball Z, baby. Ain't no way. And anybody wants to battle me talking about there's other characters that can beat Goku. You lied. You can't beat a Super Saiyan God. You can't beat a God. That's like saying you can beat Jesus. No, It's not gonna happen. And then my last one on the list is Ultimate Classic, G.I. Joe.
Oh, you can't beat that. The Real American Hero.
Oh, I do remember this cartoon, Kevin.
Thank you. Finally, somebody. Yes.
They were a straight knockoff of Marvel characters.
Yes, they were. They were a knockoff of Marvel characters, but they were. I don't know why they didn't get the buzz because they had really good.
Because they were Marvel. You got a character that looks straight like Deadpool standing right there.
Yeah, they had really good They had really good storylines. The cartoon should have got. Man, they should have won. But what ended up beating that was when they came out with the cartoon for Mortal Kombat on USA. And that's what kind of knocked it off because they had the movie Street Fighter and everything
going on at the same time.
Yeah, so it kind of.
All right, let's take a small break here. Before we do that, though, I do want to reset. This is the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast with your boy, the Guru, Quinn, and Kev the Great. We are live right here on WLEO. Also, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and all of that. Even though this is a pre-recorded show this week, you can always catch us and catch the replay and leave your comments and questions and all of that. So hang tight. We'll be right back.
WLEO 26.7 online radio, the hottest in today's new music. Hits from the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. R&B, gospel, jazz, and indie music, all on one station.
All right, and we back, man. We are dead smack in the middle of our top 5, dead or alive on this podcast episode on today. Quinn's going to give us his second round of top 5. Quinn, take it away, sir.
All right, so because Kevin already said, somebody already said He-Man. I don't want to be redundant, so I threw one of my honorable mentions in the list. Johnny Quest.
Oh, Johnny Quest was that dude. Yes, Johnny
Quest and Haji.
Yes. Yo.
Do you think
I gave you props to that?
They
was racist toward Haji. Let's go ahead and throw it out there.
I knew that was coming.
But see, you didn't think about it, even as kids, man. We didn't think about that. It was a cartoon. It was good.
And I never forget that because we get out of school and then right after that cartoon was Godzilla, and Godzilla was also a great cartoon.
Because this is like we grew up in an era where almost every major network had a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Right.
Or, had a cartoon block, and you had after school cartoons on every major network. Like that was the era we grew up in, man. All right. So my second is, of course, the because I was overseas when I was first exposed to this, is of course my boy Goku. When I say I grew up with Goku, I started watching Dragon Ball, the original series when Goku was a small boy.
When he was a kid.
Yeah. So I literally transitioned from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. I watched Dragon Ball GT. I watched all the movies. I've seen, watched all the Dragon Ball Super. And I don't watch it in English. I always watch it in Japanese.
So you know Japanese then?
No, I read.
Oh, okay. Right. So,
I know some terminology. If I hear it, I know what it means. But
fried rice.
I'm done with you.
That's it.
All right.
Rice.
They'll say Bugs Bunny, but I would have said just Looney Tunes because I go through the whole Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Froghorn, Leghorn.
With his race.
Huh?
He was so racist. Now Froghorn Leghorn was racist as hell. Are you serious? Every time you say boy, I say boy. That racist. You think about it. Yeah, go run it back in your brain. Yeah, go.
Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd.
Yosemite Sam cussing his ass off, yo.
Yeah, Yosemite
Sam. Yosemite Sam, literally, bro. Yosemite Sam was Joe Pesci before Joe Pesci even was born.
He was Joe Pesci before Joe Pesci was Joe Pesci.
Yeah, just think about it. Joe, you got this short dude that's angry, that's all the time, always cursing.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the mob movies, if Joe Pesci had a beard, you would think he was Yosemite Sam. When you watch all the mob movies. He was
always pissed off though. You know why he was always pissed off? You want to know why? Because his damn jeans was tight.
Oh yeah.
He always
the boots were little as hell too.
I know. So his toes all cramped up in them boots, and he had tight pants.
I wouldn't pay no attention to leg day at all.
And don't forget Speedy and the Society Council, Speedy Gonzalez and Pepe Le Pew.
You know what I'm saying? Running the Coyote.
Oh, while he was just stupid.
Tweety Bird, Sylvester.
I thought
even though they tried to cancel my boy Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. Pepe, he got canceled though. Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzalez. Like, how you gonna cancel Pepe Le Pew? He was raping that cat. No, he wasn't. Well, maybe
he was coming out strong.
Raping that cat. That's how many more you got?
Oh, I just got two more. My second is the original. X-Men, the animated series that was on Fox.
The first, okay.
Yeah. Yes. And Gundam, the entire Gundam series.
I heard the Gundam. That's another animated, anime cartoon. I heard so much about that. I never watched it though. I had a friend of mine back in Idaho who was a huge collector of the Gundam. So, and he would build them, the Gundam fighters and all that, and he would build them. And I thought, okay. I never heard of it, never watched the episode, so I did not know.
I pretty much got everything when it comes to anime.
Yeah.
Like, I got 3 more of these that I actually built. This is a new one I haven't built.
That's actually sick. Man, my brother would love you right about now, man. My brother used to build he built every single one of them.
Don't tell him. All right, so we're I'm gonna get my last top 5, and these are my top 5 songs. Again, don't pull my black card or don't question me. You want to judge somebody, judge your pappy. Don't do that to me.
I'm gonna judge him too.
Top 5 songs that influenced me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, in no particular order, is the man, the myth, the legend. When that man said, he said she was not his lover. She's just a girl. He said that he was not the one. The kid was not his son.
That boy his son, though.
That wasn't his son.
That boy his son, though. That boy was at the funeral.
Billie Jean was not his lover.
For a second, my eye was switching. I was like,
girl who thinks that I was the one. But the kid is not my son. That's what he said. Billie Jean is what number 1.
So he was actually on Maury Povich before Maury Povich even came out.
Right.
Got it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Gotta get back in Eddie Murphy mode. Michael Jackson took Brooke Shields to the Grammys. You know what? White folks would lose their damn minds if Eddie Murphy took Brooke Shields to the Grammys. Because they know Brooke would get fucked.
Yeah, they already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Billie Jean is number one. Well, not number one on my list, but on my top 5 list. My second song, and like I said again, don't judge me. I love this song. I still love it. I can lip sing it and sing it all day long. It is "Don't Stop Believing." Journey. Don't Stop Believing. That's one of my favorite. I saw Snoop
thought he was gonna come out with some lamb chops.
No, when I see Snoop Dogg, they used to have a show with LL Cool J. He used to host it. Him and that other chick that was DJ, and lip sync battle. And so they had Snoop Dogg on that one time, and he lip synced. Don't believe it. Yeah, the Legends wife, and he lip synced. Don't Stop Believing. Number 3, again. And I had to say this after every song because I'm a little weird when it comes to my music. But Happy by Pharrell is on my list.
Man, that's a great song. That's a
damn good song. Out of a million damn songs, Happy touched your soul.
Now, had I said Baby Shark, you'd be mad at me.
You know what?
I'd be ready to fight y'all.
Bye, y'all. It was nice knowing y'all. It was a great podcast, by the way. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna go down here from here.
Baby Shark. Number 3.
Hold on.
I hope your watch on your wrist cut off circulation.
Let's piss Kevin off.
Oh Lord.
You better not.
Oh.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Out of all songs in America, you gonna
go ahead and cut that off because Facebook will mute that part of it. After 30 seconds, they give you like 15, 30 seconds before they mute you after that. All right, number 4.
Get him now.
Number 4. You ready? A chair is still a chair.
Yeah.
Even when there's no one sitting there. Yes, sir. House Not a Home. Luther Vandross is number 4.
For a second, you know what I was thinking it was? Y'all gonna kill me. I thought it was the 5 heartbeats.
Oh, come on, it's not even real. I mean, they were, it was just on the soundtrack, but they're not a real group.
What you thought they were? The 5 heartbeats was based off the group The Dales.
Yeah, they were
just what you thought he was finna start saying?
House is a house for love.
Yeah, no.
It's not love. When he was singing to that lady in the audience, and she.
Oh, the best song on that whole soundtrack was oh God, I just had it in my head too. When dang it. It'll come back to me in a minute.
You're gonna have a headache. Crazy forest fires over here.
I can't remember it now. I just had it in my head too for like legit. All right, so my last one, and that song will come back to my head in a minute. My last one is "Don't Be Cruel" by Bobby Brown.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, because he was talking. Bobby Brown was talking his shit. He didn't care. He just,
you know what, though?
New Edition, and he was doing his thing, man.
A lot of people may disagree with me, but Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie was the jam.
Ronnie was alright.
Ronnie was alright. What you
as a kid growing up, I had other songs in my head around that time when Ronnie came out, and it was, I mean, you had Tevin that came out with that hit. Tony Tone had a few hits. So I wasn't really, and then my brother was there. My brother, when I say my brother Pete, who we've had on this podcast before, had hit records that was like, we was always jamming LL Cool J, Rakim. I mean, we was all like, he had me on some true hip hop back in the day. So shout out to my brother Pete for that. But Ronnie wasn't one of them.
And let me give you my honorable mention. Okay, my honorable mention is a group. Well, it may be before your time, Kevin. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I grew up on classics,
but it was a group called The Deal. DEE.
Yes.
That was Babyface and all that.
Baby, go ahead.
Their song was called "Two Occasions." I only think of you On two occasions. That was. Let me tell you something. I was in the 6th grade when that song came out, and that was my absolute jam. That was our first song.
Hey, Quinn, can you sing solo?
Solo, okay.
Solo, we can't hear you.
I've been smoking too much, bro.
I can't sing either, man. So
I used to be able to blow, bro. Like my voice changed and everything on me. When I had a lighter voice, it was on. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story I heard from Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx said when he was before he became a comedian, he was trying to become a singer, and said him and his homeboy was finna go to an audition, and they was just like, "Yo, man, it's this cat out named Babyface. He killing it." And so they heard the song Two Occasions. Mm-hmm. Jamie Foxx said he gave up trying to become a singer at that moment because you got this he said, because you got this pretty motherfucker named Babyface on this goddamn song yodeling and making it sound good.
He said they said a winter lover special. Man. But the knees over spring is what he said. But I'm telling you something. Hey, I still remember.
The boy had lyrics.
All right, Quinn, your last top 5.
All right, so my last top 5 is my top 5 rappers.
Okay.
In no particular order, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Y'all gonna disagree with me, but of course, Tupac, Biggie, Andre 3000, Nas, Jay-Z, LL Cool J.
Okay, I would left off LL.
Want me to tell y'all why I say LL Cool J?
Yeah, tell me.
Longevity, and when Def Jam was going down, LL put Def Jam on his back and brought it back from the brink.
Yeah,
he did that.
The reason why LL wouldn't be in my top 5 was, as far as rappers, is because he was just so freaking, I don't know. I mean, licking his lips, ice cream on his chest. I mean, who cares? Nobody want to say that. Nobody want to say that.
Guess who was the new millennium LL Cool J? Guess who was the new millennium LL Cool J?
I can't do L.
No, the 2000s LL Cool J was Nelly.
Okay, I agree with that.
I agree
with that. Yeah.
I agree.
And then now you got Drake.
Yeah, and Pusha T. Yeah, I get you. I agree with you.
No, but I would substitute LL for Method Man.
Method.
So my thing is, when we talking rappers, so I got a lyricist list and I got a rappers list. To me, because there's a difference in certain, you got rappers and you got lyricists,
right?
And some people go into both,
right?
But if you want to talk lyricists, I put Meth and a whole lot of other people. Of course, Pac and Big go into lyricists also, especially Andre 3000.
Y'all forget about one dude though. How y'all forget about this guy? Hoo-ha! I got you all in check. How y'all forget about?
Not in the top 5.
Busta in my top 10. Busta in my top 10. He in my top 10, but not my top 5. And I go back with Busta all the way back to when he was with Charlie Brown now.
Yes, I do. And thanks to my brother Pete for that.
I lost our respect for y'all. I lost our respect.
He in my top 10, but not my top 5.
Not top 5. No.
What? Okay, y'all smoking shit, man. Y'all used to be my dudes. Before we started today, y'all were my dudes. Now y'all just associates.
Because if I had to put Busta up in there, like I also got to think about Mos Def. I got to think about Talib Kweli. I got to think about.
You got to think about Rakim.
I got to think about Rakim. I got to think about
Eric B.
Kool Moe Dee. I got to think about Grandmaster Cash. I got to think about all these cats, bro.
Run DMC.
I got to think about Scarface. I got to think about.
I mean,
the list goes on. We talking about rappers. EPMD was a group.
And all right, but you still had Eric, and you had what's the other guy's name? Help me out. He was in a group with Redman, Method Man. It wasn't Eric. It was the other guy from EPMD.
Rakim?
But no. Rakim wasn't in that group. It was.
You gotta think about Chuck D.
Yeah, you gotta think about Pete Rock and see how it's. There's so many.
It's so many. So you gotta think about KRS-One.
Yeah.
You really can't
like,
put him in the top 5.
You can't really just do a top 5 when you come to certain stuff.
I think
like, it's just gonna be truly opinionated.
Yeah.
You think
I think KRS-One is the best lyricist of all time. I'm sorry, what? So, fix your face.
Put the peace pipe down, bro. Let me go with mine. Let me go with mine before he about to create forest fires over here.
Who's the best lyricist of all time then, Kev?
We not finna get into that. Let me get into my top
you need
5.
Top 5, Kev.
Because I'm gonna shoot at this camera. All right. So top 5 diss tracks.
Oh, top 5 diss tracks. Okay, I got you. I'm with you. I like that.
Twist it up on you. Top 5 diss tracks. All right.
I know Eminem in this one.
I
don't know.
You know it. But do you know which one? Because he's got like
he's got a few. Yeah.
I know 50 Cent, Eminem, Nas.
Let that man give it top 5. Let that man give it top 5. I want to hear it. Go ahead, kid.
You know what? I'm gonna go in order.
You're going in order. So the top diss and then okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
I'll do my Booker T.
Oh, not the Booker T. Go ahead. Top 5. Number 1. Who's
top 5. We're gonna start at 5.
Oh, start at 5.
I'm gonna go with Drake back to back. We're going back to back.
That was his diss against what's his name?
Meek Mills.
Meek Mills.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I probably would have made that an honorable
mention. Now, my honorable mentions was Jay-Z Takeover and Eminem Quitter, the Hit 'Em Up to Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Those are my honorable mentions. All right. Now, number 4, we're going to go with Ether.
Nas. Okay.
What?
You put Ether at number 4? Okay.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Look at Quinn's face, though.
I knew it.
Now, Sid Jones, I truly apologize. At least you were above the takeover, but his next 3 better be superb. And I'm talking about superb.
Hopefully, I can make up for it. Give me a chance, bro. Give me a chance. Now we may can switch out Ether because Ether is always gonna be.
Don't switch out your top 5. This is your top 5, sir.
I mean, I could though because it's mine. All right.
All right, let's move on, man.
So number 3. Number 3, we're gonna go with Tupac. Hit 'Em Up.
Hit 'Em Up. Okay. I won't complain.
I don't like Hit 'Em Up because the Outlaw's on it.
Tupac still did the most damage out of everybody.
Yeah, he did.
That's why I got him at number 3, though. That's why I got him at number 3 because he had other people in it.
If Tupac had did all of Hit 'Em Up by itself,
it would have been number 1.
Yeah,
it would have been number 1. But because of what you said, because of what you said, though, he's my number 3 because he's even though he had other people in it, he did the most damage with his words. And I mean, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim.
Yeah.
Give me chills.
He was good. All right. Number 2. And go on one of my favorite rappers, Eminem. Okay.
Kill Shot
with MGK. I guess MGK. Yeah.
I mean, when you come at somebody and you diss him on every word that he said in your own song, flipped it and put triple entendres, and it was just a classic to me. I mean, it's got to be up there. I actually want to do a reaction YouTube channel, which I want to start up also, and I want to do that's going to be one of the ones that I do. I'm going to do a lot of diss tracks, by the way, on that YouTube channel. But number 1, all-time greatest. Can I? Y'all want to guess? Anybody?
No Vaseline.
Bam.
No Vaseline will always be the number 1 song.
I mean, Eazy-E was also an honorable mention because of how hard the beat was, and he literally stayed on cadence. But he also had other people in it, so I had to put him as honorable mentions. But
I can't give like Eazy or OG. Eazy is legend, but I like when I love NWA, but just let me skip over Eazy verses. Like to me, Eazy is like when I listen to a Cash Money song, I just want to skip over Baby verses. I want to skip over Birdman.
I want to skip over Juvenile verses too. Jesus
I'm good. Juvie, that dude.
Juvie was not that dude. But but that hold on right quick. But that No Vaseline, honestly, one of the
greatest.
It's such a classic, all right, that he's still getting his he's still getting money from it. What do you call it? His principles, residuals from it. But he's getting top dollar residuals from it. Like he's up there with the what they call the 13% of entertainment residuals. He's still getting top dollar for it. That's how badass No Vaseline is.
Now,
like,
if I had to replace one of your top 5, if I had to replace one, I would replace Kill Shot with Who Shot You.
No,
Who Shot You wasn't a diss track though.
It was.
It was not meant as a diss track.
Tupac when he did that.
No, he wasn't. That song came out when Tupac was in jail.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
So
now he even mentioned it as well that it wasn't a diss track several times. By the way,
he said it wasn't a diss track. He said I made this song before that whole situation with Pac.
He did say that in the movie, didn't he?
But Pac being hard-headed and hot-headed, it just can't. He just drug it out.
But when he said he said it's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. Now when he did, I don't know who he's talking to when he did that one. But I can see why people got upset with him, thinking that he was talking about Pac, because was the one we just talked about. We just mentioned his diss track. What was the name of Hit 'Em Up? When Hit 'Em Up came out, everybody thought Hit 'Em Up was about Biggie, right? Of course, because it was.
Hit 'Em Up was about
Biggie.
He
put his own
Hit 'Em Up came out. Hit 'Em Up came out like almost 3 years later.
Yeah, I mean, so I can see when he hit that line. In his rapping, he said, "It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beat." Now I was like, okay, yeah, he's dissing Pac. But Who Shot You came out, like you said, way before Hit 'Em Up, right?
Yeah, way before. Like
so who was he talking about?
Hit 'Em Up. Big was just telling stories. Big,
that's all it was.
Nobody. Okay. He was just telling story.
Okay.
Also Tupac also had quite a few other people that he this as well. He had one for Nas. Nas actually got an unreleased diss track that he never released to Tupac, which he also explains in a YouTube interview. I forgot to who it wasn't, to Vlad TV. It was to someone else, but he had one in the chamber, but he never released it. But when also said when he met Snoop when they met Snoop backstage, y'all heard that story when Tupac and Nas was going at it, beefing. Yeah. Snoop told a version of that story that wasn't true. And I applaud Nas for actually coming out and giving the truth about it. Y'all might want to look up that story as well. He said, "No, I didn't have nobody like that. It was just, we just said our piece. There was still some, Tupac being hot-headed and whatnot, and carried on with it. But he had a diss track, and there's a little snippet on the internet too, if y'all want to listen to it.
I would have, if I had to replace something, I would have took Kill Shot out. I would have threw probably Wankster in there.
Okay.
Like, I would have, because
I can't do it.
The way, matter of fact, I would have threw Hail Mary in there. Well,
actually, I would have thrown, if I had to replace Kill Shot, I would have put Nail in the Coffin. Nail in the Coffin by Eminem was so deadly with his lyrics and just so hardcore. That was Eminem. That wasn't Marshall Mathers, and it was straight Eminem being a clown with lyrics. It was just so hard.
I would have also put number 1 in my top 5. When Nelly took on KRS-One with the song Number 1.
Yeah.
Was that a diss? I didn't know that was a diss.
Yeah, that was a diss.
Okay. And we mentioned all these rappers and didn't name Jadakiss once. Neither one.
Oh, Jadakiss, what's the name on the song? Gonna Kiss the Game Goodbye.
Kiss the Game Goodbye.
He was going there, Beanie Siegel. And he was just like, I got sick to my stomach because I ate too many Beanie Macs.
Yeah.
Like, that line stand out to me. I got the whole Kiss the Game Goodbye album. I gotta go.
I got Takeover over that though.
Okay. We got 30 seconds. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We want to thank everybody for listening. Join in. Make sure you subscribe and download the podcast when it comes out on audio platform. It will be available for download on Monday. So make sure that you check us out, the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast. Me, the Guru, Quinn, and Kev the Great. Also, tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be going live with Double D Mother as we do. You can't make this shit up. Live on YouTube.
Hilarious, by the way.
The channel, huh?
Hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great show. I love doing it with her. She's awesome like that.
She's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna leave with a corny joke that I heard on TikTok. I think I sent it to Kevin a little while ago. He probably didn't watch it, but I'll leave this joke. So Queen, I asked you this. What do you call? Okay, so it was his son. He was this dude who was talking to his son, and he said, "Son," he said, "What kind of teacher doesn't fart in public?" And the son came back and said, "A substitute." And then he said, "No, dummy, a private tutor." We got this piece. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next
Worst dad joke on the planet, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Don't do that. Well, I'll let you guys, man. Peace.